Good morning, everyone. It's Penelope. And today I'm going to sound harsh. I'm going to sound like your mother telling you not to spend crazy money. Don't spend it. Stop spending money. If you want to get ahead, do not spend frivolously for wants. Save that money for needs. People say, oh, well, the rich, they have it all. They have this and that and everything. Some people that you think are rich are actually so far in debt because they want that appearance of being wealthy. The big house, the two nice cars, the boat, the ski jets, going on vacation, blah, blah, blah. Guess what? They're probably about $230,000 in debt, especially if they have the nice house, they have the two cars, the boat, the ski jets, and going on vacations. Chances are they're living on credit, and they're more poor than the working poor because the working poor don't have the debt. They just can't get above to get a little money in the savings. These people are living and paying interest. So where do I like to be? Right in the middle. Right in the middle. But as a blue collar worker, it's not easy either because, we want to stay out of debt, but we sometimes fall into the debt because we do have to get ahead sometimes, and it's easy to get out that little card. This is why I say right now, this time of year, when you get monetary gifts, when you get bonuses at work, when your tax returns come in, anything of extra money coming in, put it in the bank. Put it in the bank. Now, first bank account you should have, and I believe that everyone should use this and stay away from the cards, is a checking account. That's where your money goes in if you have direct deposit. That's what you pay your bills out of. That's what I call the hub account. It is in the middle of your wheel. Okay? You have a spending wheel, and this checking account is in the middle. Number one, when you have to write a check, you are going to think twice because it's like, oh my God, I don't want to write another check. You're going to think twice. When you pay your bills, you've got it all itemized right then and there. When you buy your groceries, it's right there. Unless you take out for your cash, which I recommend weekly, so that way you don't spend any more and you don't write any more checks. Okay, so you have your hub account, right? Well, as you know, I do my checkbook like another frugal liver named Amy, whom I love. But when the one side of my bank account gets to a certain point from saving, that money goes into another account. It is so important to have the second bank account. Okay? The second bank account in my life is my emergency savings account. I saved up $1,000, and it took a while, and I put it in that savings account, and I haven't touched it. I haven't added anything to it. I haven't taken anything out of it. That is my emergency account. That's $1,000 that's going to sit there and rot until I'm needing it really, really badly. Okay, so I saved up that $1,000, and I was so proud of myself. I got to put that in that bank account, and I was tickled. I was like, hell yeah. Okay, and it's there. I got my little book. I put it in my farm binder. It's gone. I don't even act like I know it's there. That's not to buy a car. That's not to buy a new TV. That's not to buy the new water heater, the freezer, or anything. That is a dire emergency need. And I don't have that yet. So, what did I do? I had that, and I'm working on my checking account, right? So I saved another $1,000. So what did I do with that one? I made a checking account. I call it the farm account. Okay? Because I want to have a miniature farm here. So I took that $1,000 and I put it into another checking account. So now I have my hub account, and off of that, I've got my emergency fund, and then off of that, I've got my farm account. And you're like, yeah, but you probably make a lot of money and you don't have this and that to pay for. Excuse me, but my house is falling apart. There's all kinds of things I need. I had to buy a car. I did buy chicken coops and fencing. I have bought a freezer for my house. I have paid property taxes. I've got this to pay. But right now, with all the bonuses, every month I get a $50 bonus from work. I put it in the bank. So now I have got, we'll say, $1,800 in the left side of my checkbook right now. $1,800. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take $400 of that $1,800 and I'm going to put it into another savings account. Okay. Now this savings account is what I'm going to put all of my bonuses in, all of my gift monies in. My tax return will go in there. It's not going to go into the farm account because the farm account is what I've earned over here to pay myself in order to earn for my farm. So I'm going to take $400 of that $1,800 and I'm going to have another savings account. So that's going to make 4 accounts. My hub account, my emergency account, my farm account, and then this savings account, which I'm going to call, I don't know, my bonus account. Maybe I'll just call it my bonus account because it is a bonus, but that's where I'm going to start throwing money into. Now, when that savings account gets to a certain amount, then I will take some out and put that back into my emergency fund. I will also let my emergency fund get bigger. So when it gets to a certain point, which will be probably, I don't know, if that gets to $2,000, I'll put another $1,000 into my ER account and just keep this one $1,000, maybe. I don't know. I'm also going to take $400 out of my left side checking that I have going, and I'm going to put that into my farm account. That will put $2,000 into my farm account. I really need to buy tires, but I still have money on my left side for my tires, for my winterizing of my car, things like that. And I still have a weekly income. So I'm budgeting that weekly income and I'm making it good. So what I'm saying is in 2019, change habits with money. I'm saying if you take 1 year, just 1 year, and you change your spending habits, it will last you a lifetime. But within those 12 months of that 1 year, you can save a lot of money if you just follow simple, basic things. You save more and you spend less. Set goals with your money. Budget every spend that you need to make, whether it's birthdays, Christmas, groceries. Groceries is the one that you have the most control over. Groceries. And I recommend living week to week as you get paid week to week, but save month to month. And what I mean by that is when you get done with a 4-week pay period month, see what you can put over into that left side. And whatever's over there, throw it into an emergency account. Get $1,000, save $1,000, put it in your emergency fund. Do a savings account, put that little book away. Don't even touch it. Don't even think about it. It's not there. When you get your tax returns, maybe put that into the emergency fund. I'm telling you, frivolous spending. I heard someone talking about getting a tattoo the other day. This person talks about not having money, and they're talking about getting a tattoo. I was like, what? You're going to take $100 or more and get a tattoo. I just sat there. I shoved another piece of food in my mouth. my lunch that I took to work, by the way. That's the biggest thing. Food ends up costing people more money than what they think. And all you do is chew it up and poop it out. Really? Do you really want to put that much money into your poop? It's like throwing money into the garbage or into the toilet. When you spend all of this money on food, it goes to the toilet. All you need to do is to eat to stay alive. Now, I'm not saying give up flavor or things that you like. Just do it different. And I'm going to show you a few things that I did. I did 6 meals, okay? 6 meals from sales, $25, and probably a little less. I probably overpriced some of the things that I got. They have at Kroger's the 3-pound ground chuck for $5.97. Now, I cook meals that feed 4 people, sometimes 5. It depends. Okay? So when I cook a meal and when I write a meal down, it should feed 4 people comfortably. So if I take one of those 3-pound rolls, divide it into 3, that's 3 meat meals. That's 3 meat for meals. The first one I have up here is spaghetti with meat sauce, garlic bread, salad, and a fruit dessert. A can of fruit. 2 cans of fruit. A big can of fruit. Whatever. Or get some of the apples on the side, cut them up, put them on the side. Okay. Spaghetti pasta. It's cheap. Cheap. Now you got your 1 pound of ground beef from that roll. You grab one of those 99-cent loaves of bread at the grocery store that's on reduced price for 99 cents. You take a little margarine and you put a little garlic powder on it and you've got garlic bread. You buy a 99-cent head of lettuce, you chuck it up, you put a little dressing on it, and you've got a salad. Granted, it doesn't have the nice vegetables in it, it doesn't have the nice greens in it, but it's still considered a vegetable. And then you put some fruit on the side and you've got a meal. Okay? If you are watching your money and if, you know, you've got kids to feed, the kids need to understand this is for dinner. This is it. This is what we got. Now, what else they had? They had 2 chicken breasts for about $5. Nice big chicken breast in a pack. So the Tuesday night meal is a chicken stir fry with rice. And then I put a dessert as a pudding. Just buy a box of instant pudding. If they're not getting enough with their food, a little dessert, they're fine. Chicken stir fry. Okay? Look on those half reduced vegetable things. Grab your pepper. But you do want to buy a bag of onions until they're run out. $1.49 for a bag of onions is not that bad. $1.99 for a bag of potatoes, not that bad. And those will last you, okay? So a chicken stir fry, you put some onion, you put some peppers, and you make some rice. Buy the long grain dried rice and learn how to make it because a bag of rice is going to last you a while, not just one meal. Okay. The Wednesday night was also a ground beef night. Now, I would recommend going with the burritos because down here you're going to have fajitas and you can use your wraps. You're not going to use all 10 wraps. If you do, buy 2 bags, whatever. But anyway, tacos or burritos. You have your beef, you have your tomatoes, a can of tomatoes, you have some onion, you have some peppers. You might get a seasoned pack for 49 cents or less, and a can of refried beans. Put that in there. It's going to make it go further. It's more protein, blah, blah, blah. And make a thing of Jell-O. Get some instant Jell-O and make some Jell-O for some dessert. Throw some bananas in it. Throw some apple in it. Whatever. Make a dessert. Okay, Thursday night, breakfast night. A dozen eggs right now at Kroger are 99 cents a dozen. If I had children, I would have bought 4 dozen eggs. I would have bought 4 dozen of them. 99 cents? Are you kidding me? There for a while, we weren't getting them for less than $1.99. And I was pissed off because I'm not used to spending $1.99 for a dozen eggs. Now they're 99 cents. So you're damn right I bought a couple dozen. But anyway, breakfast. Use some of your pepper, some of your onions. You don't need to have a meat. You don't have to have meat. Make omelets, make scrambled eggs, put some cheese on it. Make some fried potatoes. Grab a couple apples off the shelf, make some fried apples to go with it. And serve fruit juice. That's a balanced meal. Breakfast is awesome. Some toast. Okay, the Friday meal. Hamburger helper. That's the last 1 pound of the 3 pounds of ground beef. If it takes more than 2, then just buy some noodles and get some sauce and make your own hamburger helper and throw a can of peas in it. And then have some fruit for dessert. That's a balanced meal. So then the Saturday meal is the chicken fajitas with rice and refried beans. Always use refried beans because that's one chicken breast is not a whole lot, but with you slather that tortilla with the beans and then put your peppers, onions, and chicken in there with your tomatoes and your cheese, it's filling. Make it filling. And then do another pudding dessert. When I tabulated, it was $25 or less for all 6 of these meals, according to what was on sale at Kroger. So my deal is, if you follow sales and you meal plan week to week, eventually you don't have to do that. I'm telling you, save more, spend less. Don't frivolously spend. Budget everything you spend. If you have to buy toilet paper, find the cheapest damn toilet paper you can find until you can find a good sale. If you need paper towels, buy the cheapest damn paper towels for the week that you need. 1 roll of paper towels is $1. Buy a dollar roll of paper towels. Buy a 79-cent pack of toilet paper until you get to a certain point where you can find sales and you're learning how to do some deals. Buy the cheapest that you can get. Keep it cheap. Keep your grocery bill the cheapest because that's the one you have the most control over. I don't know. I watched that today and I watched people say, well, I can't do this, but the rich do this. Who cares what they're doing? They have nothing to do with you saving your money and not getting a tattoo and not getting a piercing and not going and getting your nails or your hair done or just buying crazy shit with money that you could be putting in the bank. And I know this sounds harsh, and I don't care. I feel harsh because 2019 is coming up and tax returns are coming. People get monetary bonuses and gifts, and then they just go blow it. My mother sent me $300. She sent me $300 for my birthday. I love my mom. She sends me money every year. I am her only child, okay? So that's why. But that $300, and the thing I did last year was start my ER account with what she gave me last year. This year, I am going to start my other savings account. What did I call it? My bonus account. I am going to start that with that. I did only put $260 in. I kept $40 of cash out because I needed to have some leeway money. So I only took $40 out and I put that in my purse, and that's what I'm going to be living on. But it caused me not to have to spend $40 out of my checking account. So I still consider that $300 in there because $40 of whatever I had, I don't have to spend. So $300 that my mother gave me plus $100 that I'm taking out that I have earned, that I have saved, is going to go for that next account. So far, 3 accounts. I don't make that much money. I don't make that much money. We eat very frugally. I have all the food in the world, and we still eat frugal. I will not spend a lot of money for food. That's why when I find a sale or a deal, I snatch it up, because then I apply it to my menu list. I made 2 meals today before work. I made a beef stir fry. I gave, let's see, $1.49 for this big bag of stir fry mix with teriyaki sauce in it. And I think I ended up spending like $3 for the meat that I put in it. I got my rice for 50 cents. So, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. $5. If you spend $5 a meal, you're doing good. If you can go less, perfect. $5 a meal. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You should spend no more than $25 a week, unless you need your bag of potatoes or your onions or your eggs or your milk, your bread, the other things that will last you through the next week. So there are days that you're going to need some of those other needs, potatoes, onions, and whatever. Okay. Budgeting groceries, the best thing you can do. Now, when you pay rent or mortgage, every week, remember, so much of your income has to go for that monthly cost. Okay? So every week, when you put some money over here on your left side of your checking account, you start with a different balance. Okay, if I make $400 plus, I only put $300 on this side. Okay? $300, I pay my bills, I take out my $60 for my week, and whatever is left over after that goes back over into my left side. So always $100 plus goes to the left side every week. Now, if I was paying rent, that would be my rent money. Save it. Don't spend it. Y'all have a great day. Bye.